let's get into main topic number 1. And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Trevor Grae, who writes, "Hey, John, HBO just launched Bad Education. I've been really curious about it because Hugh Jackman is one of my favorite actors. Allison Janney just won an Oscar recently. She won an Oscar, of course, for I, Tonya. She was insanely good in that. Ray Romano was awesome in The Irishman, and it looked pretty good, although I really didn't know much about it. I just watched it, and I thought it was great. Did you have a chance to see it? If so, what did you think?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that out, man. And yes, Bad Education. We've been talking about this film for a while, ever since they announced it. Based on true events that happened around 2002, 2003 in New York State, about this school that was like the number 4 public school in all of the United States of America. They had great education. Their kids were getting recruited into the top colleges and whatever. And then a controversy hit where it turned out some school officials had been embezzling money from the school. On the one hand, you look at something like this and think, how interesting of a movie can this be? Like when we as film goers like going to see galactic empires fighting in giant space battles against rebellions. When we like to go to movies to see these super-powered human beings fighting extraterrestrial villains who want to wipe out half of existence in the universe. When we used to see all that, how do we get excited about a movie where it's like a school administrator embezzled some money? You're going to make a movie out of that? Let me tell you right now, this movie's awesome. And it was not what I was expecting. I started watching this film and immediately, and I don't know why I should be surprised by this, Hugh Jackman just immediately with this character, this school superintendent, this school board superintendent, sucks you in. Ray Romano is not a huge role in this movie. Ray Romano is great as well. Allison Janney, of course, is fantastic. The whole cast is great. But Hugh Jackman anchors this movie. And it's so weird to watch a movie like this with a dude like this and think, this is Wolverine. This is Wolverine. And yet he's a totally different guy in this movie entirely, and it's his performance that anchors this. And because if you don't get into this character and buy into this character, and if he doesn't become your ecosphere that you live in as you're going through this narrative, this movie doesn't work. But he does. And because he does all these things, while the world isn't at stake and the universe isn't at stake, you feel the stakes of the movie. You feel the importance of what's going on. You feel the heaviness of it. And he makes it somehow relatable and entertaining at the same time. And it never stops. It never stops. As it evolves and starts going through the different stages of the film, new things are constantly being revealed. And new things constantly keep being brought up, because just as you get to one point in the movie and you think, okay, now I've got a handle on what's going on in the movie. This is what's happening. And this is what this character's about. And then something new gets revealed to the audience. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That sort of changes perceptions a little bit. And then you move a few stages further. It's like, whoa, 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 again. Well, I'm telling you, I expected this to be a decent little movie. I expected this to be a decent little movie. It's HBO. They have a big reputation of quality. The cast was great. I'm a sucker for based on true stories kind of movies. But Rob, this thing far exceeded my expectations. And it is even though it is a streaming movie, it's on HBO, I'd say it's got to be a top 3. It's been a very weird year, but it's a top 3 movie of the year for me right now. Right up there. Probably The Gentleman is still probably my favorite movie of the year so far, but it's right up there. This movie is fantastic. If you have HBO, I highly encourage you guys to check it out. And I know, Rob, this is a movie that has interested you quite a bit. It just dropped like 48 hours ago. You haven't had a chance to watch it, but what has been your expectations going in?
Well, the trailer, I love movies like this, and Allison Janney and Hugh Jackman, I've wanted to see this. You know, I was going to watch it last night when I went to bed, but I was really tired, and I didn't want to fall asleep during this film. I want to watch it, when I'm completely awake, but you could tell, there are movies you can just tell from the trailer that they're good. You can't always tell, but this movie you could. And it looked A-list all the way, and I can't wait to see it. So I'm excited to watch.
All right, guys, question here is, have you had a chance to jump on HBO and watch Bad Education yet? It may not look like the type of movies for you, and no movies for everybody. You may not enjoy it, but I would highly recommend checking it out if you've got HBO, because this was a really nice little movie. I enjoyed it a lot, and it just reminds us once again that Hugh Jackman is one hell of an actor. All right, guys, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay.